there are enough people who hate me that's actually kind of an act of bravery. Like, to come out and say that you like me, I feel like there are a lot of people who actively dislike me. So,
man, that it makes me sad to hear you say that. I think you're great, man, and I really love your music. It is like just the best. Just energy. It's not like super like bummer. It's not like crazy. It's just like,
well, thanks.
Groovy.
Now, why would you say that a lot of people just genuinely dislike you? Just because of the music?
Based on evidence. Based on being a lot. It's and yeah, I mean, I work under the assumption that some people don't dislike me, but over the years, people have made it pretty clear that some people really don't like me very much. Going way back, a couple of decades, Eminem being the most famous example of that.
That didn't help.
Yeah,
I don't know that. I think that in the whole Eminem thing, I think that was an L for Eminem, honestly. Well, because if you think about the world of like hip hop, kind of like gangster rap, like it's very like tough, like to beef with Moby. There's no street cred in that.
Even so one time he kind of and I have nothing against Eminem. I think he's really talented. I almost don't have an opinion about him, but he attacked me at an MTV Music Awards like 20 years ago. And the next day, I was listening to Howard Stern, and Howard Stern said exactly what you said. It's like, who wants to pick on Moby? It's like picking on like the weak kid who doesn't know how to tie his shoelaces. Like,
right. It's just not.
But
gangster.
I think Eminem's MO at that point was just like, okay, I'm going to pick on anybody who's successful. You know what I mean?
I don't know about that.
Yeah, but the thing
because it was like Britney Spears, NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, all those
Fred Durst.
people who couldn't fight back.
yeah.
Yeah, but like hating on you is like, it's like you're not malicious in anything that you do, and it's like somebody you're an artist, and so that's like somebody not liking Picasso's artwork and just fucking hating Picasso because they don't like their artwork. I mean, like, why would somebody dislike you so much for no reason?
I can't remember what the specifics of the Eminem thing was, but did he have any reason?
Well, yeah, I kind of provoked him in the spirit of full disclosure. So if you remember, in the late 90s, there was this culture of weird misogyny and homophobia. Like all of a sudden, like rock bands, etc., were like writing songs that were weirdly misogynistic and homophobic. Mm-hmm. And I, having been raised by progressive hippies, I was a little surprised by this. Mm-hmm. And I spoke out about this because Eminem had songs about killing gay people and killing women and putting them in the trunk of his car. And I was like, maybe this is not setting the best example for the 13-year-olds listening to Eminem. And then he got upset that I criticized him. And this is where maybe I'm going to throw myself under the bus a little bit. I thought this was really funny. But he clearly did not. I was doing an MTV interview, and the journalist asked me, like, why does Eminem have such an issue with you? And I said, I don't know, maybe he's closeted and he just wants to make out with me. So that might have been my equivalent of like pouring kerosene on the fire.
Sure.
Right.
So in his case, maybe he has a very good reason to not like me. But I thought I was just being funny, but clearly I'm not.
Have you ever ran into him since, or
nope?
Nothing.
He's also in our cult of sobriety.
I wouldn't be surprised to hear that there was, and I wouldn't even be surprised if it happened and just didn't come up because we sort of leave that stuff on the other side. But I think there could be an amends there.
Probably from both. We could do a mutual amends, like a reach around amends.
It's really pretty rare, I think, that like when you do come to somebody to acknowledge that you were wrong, I think the majority of the time that person meets you in the middle and acknowledges their part too.
Oh boy, yeah. I mean that, to shift from very lighthearted and fun, hopefully funny, to very earnest, like the 9th step, which is the amends step.
Sure.
Oh my God, it's one of the most powerful things I've ever done. Like reaching out to people who I was convinced like they hated me, and I honestly made amends to them, and they started crying.
Wow.
And it's so powerful and transformation. I don't know if you had that experience as well.
Do you like shopping on Amazon? I do. And good news is Steve-O's butt wipes for your butthole are available on Amazon. And if you want a real bundle of a deal, you can get Steve-O's hot sauce for your butthole, plus Steve-O's butthole destroyer, and Steve-O's butt wipes for your butthole. It's the butthole bundle, available on Amazon right now.
Yeah, dude.